Well, what's up? What's up? Back again with a video. Kind of want to just, thank the many people that had joined the group, Deep Orgasmic Love Poetry. And I think the last time since I talked with y'all, we was right close to 9,000. Excuse me, close to 10,000. And now we are 300, over 10,000. So I really appreciate that, and for the fans that likes the group, that introducing a lot of people to the group, I really appreciate that. All I ask to make sure they have a open mind and understand that this poetry, yes, it is sexual oriented, but it's not downgrading or anything, nothing like that. It's all about passion, nothing more, nothing less. It's what I have a strong passion towards a woman, and with my poetry, you never see me using bitches or hoes, anything like that, because that is not me. That's not the way I was raised, and this and that. Not in my erotic poetry. Now, you get me mad now, I might use some of the words, but that's only when I'm angry. But now, a lot of people's been asking me, what is this style of poetry that I write? And I had some people that come along that's more into the classical type of writing of poetry, and they tell me, well, that's not poetry. That's we have this standard of classic poetry, and I let them know that that standard ain't got nothing to do with me. That I'm not bashing classical poetry, but even if you having sex and you're doing the same move, it gets old. Put a twist on it. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the same lick, it gets old. Put a twist on it. Something, to keep it interesting and exciting. And the formation that I approach with poetry is the same as the formation that you may hear in hip hop. And when I started out writing, I wrote a lot of songs, hip hop songs. So adding that erotica to that and that formation, I contribute the freakiness I get from it, from everybody know Prince. He was a great influence. I like the sneakiness of the poetry, which different word meanings that can be taken in a lot of ways from Red Fox, and his jokes and his punchlines. He was real good at telling jokes, and it might hit you later on what he really means. So I incorporated that. A lot of people had seen a lot of Ray Moore influence in that, under the sexual content. I'm deep into the sense of humor, so you're going to get a little Richard Pryor in there. That's, I like to keep you laughing. I like to keep you your attention and at the same time make you sexual excited if that's possible. So with this coming together of that art form, that's what made me push the poetry. And a lot of people say, well, it's a movement. Well, it's in my the way I came up with. We was doing this on another site, Moco, way back in 2009, 2010, and there was a lot of erotic writers that was doing poetry, and And when I was coming in on it, I remember looking at what they was doing, and I said, well, look, you know, I have poetry too. So, and I have wrote, I guess, something in that nature of erotic poetry. But what the only difference was they had a more skillful wordplay, which, you know, I had that too, but that I sharpened that from what they was writing and this and that, and that's later on started the deep orgasmic love poetry, red hot poetry, this and that. And my techniques was to go in details of what I'm writing within in the seconds, you know, right in that moment where somebody might write a poetry and it may be stretched out on the course of when that person meet the person and when they actually get involved with the love making. Well, I had concentrated minds to write at the love making where I can have the same 2 or 3 pages or 4 or 5 pages across all the detail work that I put into it, you know, that gives you that feeling of you're there. And I remember a while back when I did the video a while back, people was asking me, said, oh, you got a southern accent. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was born in Texarkana, Texas, raised in Fordyce, Arkansas. Now I'm here in Little Rock, so yeah, oh yeah. And I'm a country boy to the heart, and I love it. I love being country. And a lot of northern women love my country accent. Now, for those who don't like my country southern accent, hey, I'm sorry. I had no choice. I was born in this territory, and I took on the environment as I growed up. So I just hope you can deal with it. And as long as you getting the message and understand what I'm saying, then hey, it's all good. The communication is still intact. Now, I said I wasn't gonna make no long video or this and that. I just wanted to, you know, drop a few things and this and that. Oh yeah, and we have writers that want to come in and do some poetry for us, and hey, I'm all for that. That is cool. I love that. I love that. I love that. I welcome new writers and this and that, and those who may have books that's already out there. If they want to write something, hey, that's cool. You know, all I ask is, since it's erotic, then hopefully you'll write something in that content. And for those who trying, you know, to get exposure or this and that, hey, drop your lyrics, you know, drop your poetry, and we'll take it from there, and this and that. I got another writer that Sexy XXX. I welcome her to the group, so it'll be nice. She's really good with her writing, and I always love her writing, and it would be real nice to see her throw down, you know, like she did back in the days. And I always say in this group, I welcome especially female writers on the erotica, because we have a whole lot of males in this group, and they seem to just go crazy over female writers. And hey, I don't blame them. I do too. So if you're a female writer and come into the group, hey, it's all open. We want you here. We want you here writing, making these men excited, you know, and some of the women's. But oh, I done dropped everything I wanted to drop, And I got to figure out what title I want to title this video. But hopefully y'all check it out. Keep asking your friends to join the group, and those who's writing that want to write in the group, write. You know, just remember this is a erotic group, and far as I know, I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know nothing about it. But far as I know, we are the biggest erotic poetry group out there right now. So, you know, unless there's a bigger one out there that's doing poetry, hey, if you're a part of that, let me know, and I would love to share some work or do some poetry for that group. But and any other groups that's out there, you know, that want me to drop some poetry in or this and that, hey, feel free. I'm open. I don't mind writing for groups and sharing my poetry and this and that, and vice versa on my group. All right. Thank you for your time. Peace out. And we're going to do this thing. We're going to try to get this group as big as we can get it and keep it going. Love all of my readers. Love the writers. Y'all take care, and y'all have a good, lovely. Oh yeah, this is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. All right. Take care.